Hello and welcome or welcome back to another stream on the Haunted Hippie channel. Hopefully, I'm looking all right, sounding all right tonight, because on my end, things are looking a little bit bug fucking nuts. Scream 6 reference. Yeah, I don't know. My Wi-Fi seems to be lagging a little bit. I really hope that that's not translating on your end and that we get through this stream smoothly. But who knows? I don't control Spectrum. Okay, tonight we are doing round 2 of Scream trivia. Tonight we'll be covering Scream 4 through Scream 6. So no worries on Scream 7. That one is too recent. I'm not going to hold you to anything in that one. So how are you? We had a bit of an evening yesterday. There was a little awards ceremony. There was a little genre that basically swept the entirety of the show. Yeah, the Oscars, horror has never done numbers like that at the Oscars before. Like, I'm not ready to process that. Like, I just can't believe that's the world that we live in now. To go from even last year, where it was like, I don't know, The Substance got a little respect, but it didn't go home with anything, you know what I mean? It got 3 nominations, whatever. This year, it's like horror took home the majority of awards. How do we go from that to the what? Michael B. Jordan winning? Ah, God. Yeah, because Sinners took home, what, like 4 awards? Weapons? What? Amy Madigan winning? Say K-pop Demon Hunters, I Count took home 2, and then Frankenstein took home 3? Was it 3? Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I've been riding a bit of a high from that, but also a bit of a low because I did have wine last night. But my parents were in town. It was a lot of fun. I did a little bonus vlog with all of mine and my dad's initial reactions to the show. So that'll be up on Patreon on Wednesday. But who's here? Probably Mad Cool Clips because they have notifications on. Hello, hello, hello. Just want to point out this year's Academy Awards go down in history for absolutely. You think that The Substance last year had an influence on the Academy's consideration? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I guess the world just like wasn't totally ready for it with Get Out. And still, Sinners didn't take home Best Picture. So we've still got a little ways to go. Little ways to go. But we're doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Um, oops, I lost my spot. Oh, also I just want to double check and make sure that you guys can hear me okay. Yes, okay. I'm not seeing anything in the chat about me glitching out or anything. Dylan Minette cannot make the trivia tonight. He has a pain in his neck. This is very true. Hello. My favorite scary movie at the moment, I guess I would say The Wicker Man. It's in my top 4. Scream lived there for a while. Midsommar lived there for a while. I think The Ring was there for a second. Yeah. Hello. Hope you're recovering from the hype that was the Oscars. I'm on the mend. You're on a high. Yeah. War of the Worlds didn't win a single Oscar. It did get a Golden Raspberry. I have not kept up with the Razzies myself, to be honest. I have not looked into that one. Got robbed by K-pop. Okay, yeah, I would have liked to see I Lied to You win Best Original Song for sure, but there just was no way that was gonna happen. So that was never in mind. Like I never had any expectations of that. So that's why it didn't upset me. But yeah, for me, it would have been I Lied to You. Oh, hey, you heard it here first, everybody. I got a lot of spunk. Thank you. Your current Letterboxd rating is a half a star for one battle after another. What are you talking about? That's pretty crazy. Hello, hello. Surprise, and you are here. Glad you made it. I'm well. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, mostly just have been like editing today. I watched Weird Science for the first time and I didn't like that. I went out to breakfast with my parents before they left town. That was nice. Hello. Yeah, well, we had to break up Scream into 2 parts because it's just too iconic. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the future we revisit it again. I would not be surprised, okay? Let's see. No data detected while recording locally from at least one of my feeds. Good lord. Anyway, StreamYard is just giving me grief. I honestly don't care. That's fine. I probably won't clip this for anything, so I don't care. You were shocked that one battle won? It was, I mean, nothing else was ever really in the conversation. I know that last minute people were like, "Oh, could be Sinners, could be." It couldn't be. It was never going to be. It was always going to be one battle. I got 20 out of 24 of the categories correct. And most of them, it was like, documentary feature, documentary short, animated short. Those are the ones that I got wrong. The only one that I was genuinely surprised that I got wrong was international feature because I thought that the secret agent was going to win. Anyway, this is not an Oscars stream. I'm sorry. One battle did not bomb at the. I mean, it might have. Was it technically a flop? I know that its budget was crazy high, so I don't, maybe it like broke even or something. I actually don't know, but no, I mean it looked like it did really well at the box office because I think it made a couple $100 million. But also its budget was crazy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The people, you know what, the streets have really been liking this haircut. Been getting compliments in person as well from my loved ones. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. You're disappointed for the best picture. Okay, maybe that's how I got off track there, because I was just saying, like, I wasn't really disappointed by anything because I was right about almost every category. Like, I got 20 out of 24 right. And like, as much as I wanted to be wrong about some of them, like, I don't know, was I sad that I was right about? Oh, best director. Yeah, I wanted Ryan Coogler, but I knew it was gonna be PTA. Just stuff like that. And like visual effects it going to Avatar Fire and Ash. Like, I knew that. I wanted it to go to Jurassic World. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Excuse me. Hello. It's freezing. God damn it. Yeah, if one of you gets on the line with Spectrum, please let me know. Please let me know. It's been horrid lately. Oh, thank you. Happy Monday to you. Thank you for the tip. Okay, I am a little behind. I've still not asked a single question, but we are less than 10 minutes into the stream, so I think that I'm doing okay. It's giving 70s vibes. Oh, thank you. I mean, it is very like 70s inspired, I guess, because the like photos that I was showing my hairdresser, I was like, I think I want a shag. So she gave me a little bit more of a shag. It's still not like full on because I don't have like bang bangs, but I have like curtain bangs a little bit. That's like the shortest I've had my hair in a long time in the front. Anyway, okay, we're starting with Scream 4. I hope that you studied up beyond just our watch along. Are you ready? What dessert does Deputy Judy like to make for the station in Scream 4? Oh, also, for today, I have a lot of questions that involve like quotes, and you're definitely gonna want to censor yourself, otherwise your comments will probably not come through. And I don't really do the moderator thing, so they just like your comments just likely will not see the light of day if you don't censor them. So just something to keep in mind for some of the questions tonight. All right. Same thing with Elio. Nobody bought a ticket despite great critical. I feel like I didn't see great things about Elio. I feel like I remember seeing very middling things about that movie. So anyway, Belchmore to help unfreeze. Thank you, member New West 604. I will take that into consideration. The effects shouldn't have gone to Avatar, but the movie with the bus. Yeah, nobody saw that movie. For one thing, unfortunately, but also like I get why Avatar 1, literally the entire world is created in the computer, the entire thing, and he literally invents like new technology for every movie of that franchise. It just keeps getting better and better. Like, I get it. I get it. But I felt like, okay, no, it's not really a similar scale with Jurassic World. It's just not, because all the people are real people, and oftentimes they are in real environments. So it's not the same. but I feel like for the scale of, creature creation and stuff, I'm like, come on, throw me a bone. The one with the bus, I don't really get. Like, honestly, when they were showing like the clips of stuff for that category, I didn't realize that majority of the car sequences were done with VFX. I thought they were driving cars around. I thought that they did practical crashes and stuff. So that was unbelievable to me. I was like, oh dang, I guess that could have gone to F1 too. Anywho, okay, what dessert does Deputy Judy like to make for the station? Lemon squares. I see Andre was the first one that came in, but y'all were at the same time. Come on now. Come on. We're starting off easy. We're starting off easy, okay? Part 4 is going to be 15 years old next month, and I am the crypt keeper. Anyway, you were 21 at the time. I was 11 or 12. Yep. Lemon squares. Yes, you all take it. Apple pie because I like apple pie. You know what? A point to you, John. Sure. Sure. Okay. You're not cheating on your wife if you eat my lemon squares. I love Judy. I've grown to love her so much. And by the way, what do the lemon squares taste like to Gail? Bear in mind my advice, remember, for this evening. Me too, by the way. Me too. I thought that might change after we rewatched Scream 2 together, and for the second time in a row, I gave Scream 2 a perfect 5-star rating, which hasn't necessarily been my history with that movie. I was like, oh god, Scream 2 is still perfect. Am I still gonna love Scream 4 more than Scream 2? It turns out, yes. I would give Scream 4 6 stars if I could, actually. Yeah, Avatar, I get it. I'm just... It makes sense. It makes perfect sense, but at the same time, it's like it's Avatar has already taken that award twice. We've now given it to that franchise 3 times. Forever. It's just I don't know. It's like get new material, I feel like. um Doug Walker was upset about the backwards effect. Elio made no money but got great reception. He didn't enjoy live action Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people do not like those live action remakes, which I understand. Marty Supreme fans are livid, I can imagine. I caved. I've relapsed. I got back onto TikTok today because I wanted to just like see the reactions to the Oscars, and it has not disappointed. I saw somebody put down this like whole think piece. The video was like, I think that she maxed the limit of time you can talk on TikTok, and she was talking about how Timothy will not win an award while he's bringing Kylie Jenner to these events, and she was basically like projecting their breakup timeline because the Academy will not award people that they feel like don't suit their brand. It's why Leo DiCaprio didn't get an award for so many years, and like he became a whole environmental activist, and he stopped dating a different model every week and blah blah blah. Like he stopped partying and all that, and just became a more like respectably presenting person, and then finally like got his first award and whatever. So she was breaking all of that down and comparing it to modern day Timothy Chalamet, and even breaking it down as far as like the way that Kylie Jenner dresses and how it's like she's never dressed appropriately for the award shows. And because she feels like Timothy Chalamet is so married to the idea of being awarded and thinking that he's the best and whatever, that he's probably going to choose that over his relationship with her, despite them being together for like 3 or 4 years or whatever, because that's ultimately what she thinks he's chasing. It was very, very interesting. It was very interesting. So did somebody bring up Timothy Chalamet? Why did I just start talking about that? I don't know. I'm into it. I'm into the culture of the moment right now. So anyway, doobie doobie doo. I'm glad we agree. Fun trivia. Tastes like ass. Yes. Or butt. Or whatever didn't make it through the censors. Yeah. Like I said, today you're probably gonna have to censor yourself for a few of these. We've got some R-rated dialogue that I've got trivia for. So oh, we've got one mod in the chat, everybody. We might be able to let some of them through. Oh, hello, welcome. Don't worry, we're just getting started. Tastes like gluteus maximus. Okay, actually, instead of doing like an @ sign and like $, I prefer these sort of like switching up the words. This is fun. Yeah, and Gail has a gluten. Does she? Is that a line I'm forgetting? Anywho, Sinners didn't deserve the effects of her Avatar still, though. No, I agree. You also think the Best Fire movie deserved it, or are you the same person? I don't I don't know. I think Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh my god, yeah, they've been together for like 3 or 4 years now. They I feel like only within the last year or so have they really been coming out together a lot publicly, but I don't think Marty Supreme is the best in any of its categories. It was a tough year. I feel like even last year, or if they had just waited like a week or 2 to release the movie and it was a 2026 film, that it would have had a way better chance. But yeah, this was a tough year, like being up against it just was a great year. This is a great year for movies, so it was tough for Marty Supreme. But yeah, nominated 9 times and completely shut out. It's like a little bit embarrassing. A little bit. I'm guessing that most of you did not censor yourself, and I told you to. So yeah, I don't believe that most of your ass comments made it through the chat. But anyway, we've got a true or false up next, so no need to censor yourself here. True or false? This was the first movie of the franchise to utilize a CGI knife. Da-da-da. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been going off on many tangents. So, probably did not miss it. Award show, the man to be but here make with Jordan name again. I mean, at this point, I feel like they do because I mean, this has been the most horror forward Oscars ever, and it's like, okay, so finally the Academy has stopped being scared of, awarding the horror genre. I mean, this is gonna be like I think one of the most historical years of the Oscars, I feel like, because I'm hoping that it marks a shift in what we see at the Oscars. I mean, uh, Frankenstein wasn't even one of my favorite movies of the year, but it's like you have Del Toro and Coogler both making horror movies in 1 year. Yeah, it's gonna do pretty well. And then Netflix also happening to make a gateway animated horror film. Yeah, the stars really aligned. I feel like next year they'll probably scale it back a little bit and it'll go back to maybe we'll see like 2 horror movies at the Oscars, maybe. Or 1 that's treated as a bit of a darling, that gets several nominations. Yeah, but I'm hoping that it marks a true turning point because horror always has the most to say. It always has the most to say. It always takes the highest technical craft. And that's why we saw it, dominating the makeup category this year and stuff. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this. Anyway, okay, true or false? This was the first movie of the franchise to utilize a CGI knife. Oh, I'm sorry. You're the same person. No worries. No worries. False. True. True. False. True. 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 Um, it's true. This was the first movie of the franchise to utilize a CGI knife. I'm sorry, I did not look far enough into it to uncover which scene exactly, but yeah, it's true, which makes sense to me. It's despite prop knives being plastic and whatever and being totally safe, and I mean, you even see what's her face? I forget her real name or not her real name. Oh my god, Scream 3 is so meta. You're gonna just walk with me. She plays Candy in Stab. I forget the character's actual name, but when she's like, trying to get after Ghostface with the prop knife and it bends and all that, it like doesn't matter. Safety meetings on sets are insane. If you even have like one open flame or whatever, you have to call the entire crew around and be like, okay, this is where the lighter is going to be. That candle is going to be lit in this location for this amount of minutes. So it makes sense that when the technology is there, they're going to utilize that. But yeah, I was a little surprised because I never would have thought so. Also, like Friday the 13th, 2009, with the CGI machete that I believe is in the opening sequence or the second opening sequence. You know the one. I never realized it in that movie either, but it's like a really nice marriage of the practical and the VFX. It looked really good. Like I never would have known that in Scream 4. But yeah, it's true. People are acting as if Kylie is dictating his behavior recently, which that is not the case. And all that this woman was saying too was that she just is bad for his image, just the way that she presents. Nothing about like, oh, she's telling him to act this way, or he's only acting this way because he's dating her. It's like, no, that's who he is. I promise. He is just a he's just a cocky, thinks he can have his cake and eat it too and do whatever he wants and still get the awards. Even though it's been very well known that Leo DiCaprio, like, was kind of trying to mentor him and telling him, no superhero roles or whatever, blah, blah. Was that Timothy? I think so. Oops, sorry. I think that was what he said to Timothy, right? Was that another? Yeah, I think so. I might be getting my popular white boys mixed up here. But in any case, and Timothy's like, whatever. he's gonna just keep doing his thing, and now it's gonna bite him in the ass. Oh, hello. Oh my God. Yeah, been a hot minute. How are you? I'm doing well, been well. How are you? I feel like I've lived so many lives since the last time you've been in the chat, actually. Anywho, okay. Oh, am I still too stupid and naive to believe they really didn't know until the awards are announced? I feel like Amy Madigan did not expect that. They don't, but there are so many indicators that it's really easy for people in the industry to basically like predict almost everything. But also there was like a tie last night, which I don't think has ever happened in the history of the Oscars. That's crazy. But yeah. Also, though, even if they do know, like, I don't think that can fully prepare you for the moment that you're on stage in front of millions of people, and also like, 1,000 of the best of the best in the industry. I don't think you can really be prepared to be recognized by your peers in such a way. Like, I would be shitting down my leg. That was gross. Sorry. Yeah, Alice has the best community in the world. Hard agree on that. Hard agree. Oh, you think it might be the scene where Jill stabs her own shoulder? That could be, but you know what they would do before that? They had like retractable blades. When it was a knife that wasn't gonna just be, shown or whatever, but there was an actual like action prop knife, they would be retractable. So could have also been that, but that probably would have been a good moment for CGI. Yeah, I wonder now. Should have looked into it. Bone Temple, the campaign starts now. Yup. Absolutely. Okay, next question. What is the first rule of remakes that Jill forgot? What's the first rule of remakes that Jill forgot? You know. Oh, can we talk about the I Lied to You performance? Jack O'Connell shows up and he was wearing his vampire teeth from the movie too. Somebody pointed out that because I watched the whole performance again on TikTok, which vertically is not that great. They made a whole joke about it at the ceremony about like converting classic movies to vertical and like how shit it looks and stuff. And somebody pointed out that the performance was so flawless, blah blah. I love that they recreated it, and they love that Jack O'Connell was standing on the steps, so like in a way he still couldn't get into the joint. I was like, that is a very fine detail. Thank you, kind stranger, for pointing that out. It's so good. So good. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, safety first. I mean, that's probably a thing in like every working environment, but on movie sets, it's just like kind of laughable. I feel like in a lot of service industry stuff, you kind of just get like thrown into it. And sure, there's like a safety manual and stuff, and you go over it with your manager first day or whatever. But on movie sets, it's absurd. It is so absurd. But I think it's because like a lot of the people that you have on your set are the people themselves would be like a really high insurance bill if anything happened. And, you know, execs have a lot of money and they're very paranoid about, you know, people taking them for it. Uh, People really think the ballet comment ruined his chances. They do, but like they're not wrong. The industry took that so seriously. I just saw a clip of Steven Spielberg shading Timothy Chalamet. He was saying something about like, you know, the feeling you get when you walk out of you know, the theater, whether it's daytime, nighttime, you get that feeling when you walk out of a ballet or opera performance and he like tilts toward the audience like he's throwing shade. Oh my god, if I were Timothy Chalamet, like nothing, I don't know if anything in the world could embarrass me more than that. Watching my chances of working with Steven Spielberg just immediately dissolve, and it's coming from the man himself. Oh, I'd pass away. I would pass away. He's always come off as pretentious. Yeah, before Kylie. Yeah, he did, but it's like the talent was there. So it's like, okay, let's wait, let's watch him grow up and we'll hope for the best. It's not happened yet. And also it was so funny how like in when he was doing press for Marty Supreme, people were saying, "Oh, he's acting so cocky because he's acting like the character in the movie. That's how he's selling the tickets and stuff." And like I think that's just his personality. I think. Anyway, Michael B. Jordan, he expected that. I yeah, I guess so. He was kind of like a last minute upset, but I think it should have been going to him the entire time. I mean, he earned that, so he earned that. I don't clip that. What did I say? I would be shitting down my lip. You know what? Don't. Don't clip that. Don't do it. And when Famish wins, girl, I don't have the money to submit for Oscars consideration. I can't even get on the wait list to get on the wait list for that. Be for real. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another one where you're probably gonna have to censor yourself. But what is the first rule of remakes that Jill forgot? Never fork with the original. Nice. Like that The Good Place reference there. Don't mess with the original. Exactly. Oh, look. Oh, you can space it out just fine. Okay, that comes through. That's good. Good job. Never forgetty Fred. Oh, good job. Don't go to the bathroom at a carnival without hand sanitizer. That too. I've always said that. I've always said that. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yes. Bless y'all in your censoring. Yeah, hopefully it's making it a little easier for you tonight. Oh, is anyone peeved about how they made this last movie just Stab? We finally got a Stab movie. See, I'm not in this camp, but there will be plenty of people in the chat who are. So have at it amongst yourselves. Yeah, YouTube, but also like, I don't know, YouTube censors a lot of stuff automatically, and I don't see the censored comments on the back end in StreamYard. I only would see that if I was streaming from the actual YouTube platform itself. So I also can't let those through. Apologies. All right, we've got another quote question here. Jill doesn't need friends. She needs ... question mark. You poob. You poob has it for you. He deserves all the shade. Makes me so happy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything personal against Timothy Chalamet. I guess like if I were a ballerina or something, I would be pretty peeved because I'd be like, yo, that is my art form. That is so rude. I don't know. I feel like I've seen takes that are giving him, I think, way too much grace because they'll put words in his mouth that are like, you know, what he's saying is true. It's the general public does not care about these art forms anymore because they are reserved for the elite and blah, blah, blah. I mean, maybe that is kind of true. Maybe that is, but the way he said it, that's not what he was saying. Okay. Okay. I want actual fangs bad, but it's going to the dentist, having them done. Yeah, you can, because it's like a form of veneer. You can get fangs put in. I feel like there's no way you could have that done and not have a lisp. There's somebody that I follow that has had that done. and it looks fabulous, but there's a little lisp going. There's a lisp, and I don't see how that would be avoidable, to be honest. My feeling is after this whole superhero era, and before that, the action cop era, the circle has come around to horror films because you can try new things and be creative even more. That's my thought on it. Absolutely. The superhero movies were not making it to the awards except for Black Panther. There is a reason for that. Same. I think that I have seen the beginnings of the trailer for that, but it was something that looked interesting and because it had Josh O'Connor in it. I was like, he's in Disclosure Day, right? And Emily Blunt. So I was like, okay, all right, not watching that, but I'm excited. He's making Disclosure Day. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that was cute. Kate Hudson with Grogu. That was a good time. The ballet dancer during the Sinners performance. Yeah, it was so good. Somebody, somebody, maybe I saw it like in a picture in the comment section on TikTok or something, but they were like, I know Timothy is shaking right now, and it just was like a picture of her, the ballerina from the performance. Anyway. The girl with the needle, no, I'm not. Love safety meetings about a character pouring liquid on linoleum for a shot. You think that we handle live ammunition? Yeah. Oh my god, even like fake guns on a set that are not loaded with anything, that you have to still call a safety meeting and be like, this is a fake gun. This is a fake gun that I'm handing to this person. Blah blah blah. It's like it can't hurt, but you have, because otherwise, if you don't make that clear, then somebody could sue for like psychological damages. Oh, I was scared for my life because I thought that it was a real gun and blah blah. So yeah, it's intense. It's thorough. It is thorough. Good. Glad that you're well. Glad you've been well. I thought there were two of them. You know what else people have pointed out is that he didn't just do two performances. He didn't have just two characters, but also like the vampire version of, which twin was it? Stack? It was Stack, right? But he was also the vampire version of him, which was had a totally different energy. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And also seeing like the breakdowns of the differences in the characters and how for one of them, he literally gave one of the characters a dimple because of the way that he was able to hold his face differently and the different body languages. It's like, yeah, I mean, he deserved it. He deserved that more than Timothy, no matter what. Jill doesn't need friends. She needs fans. She needs fans. Yes, yes. A sandwich. Good job, my little minions. Air conditioners? Wait, why did two people say that? Is this something I'm... She needs Frankenwine. Tomorrow. Sorry, I don't know why I have a little tickle in my throat. Okay, true or false? Everybody, just a couple more questions for Scream 4. We got a true or false here. True or false? Red Right Hand plays over the credits. Cheetos. You know, I was gonna have a question about Cheetos actually because Ethan eats Cheetos in Scream 6. So one of my questions for Scream 6 trivia was gonna be like Ethan Landry eats Cheetos in the van in Scream 6. This is an homage to which character in the original Scream? But I was like, you know what? I didn't know that. I never would have thought of that. I didn't even recognize it as an homage. I just thought that it was an ad for Cheetos. But the answer is Kenny, the cameraman from the original Scream. It's an homage to him eating Cheetos in the van in the original Scream. It's like, it's a little bit of the thread on that one is quite thin. But even though it's a very direct homage, it's like, did any of you appreciate that? Have you ever noticed that? I never haven't and never thought about it. Never thought about it. Absolutely it was. Absolutely. Yeah, love her. Love her. You goob. You goob. Don't you get it? She's such a freak. I love her. Just the way he constantly talks about both is very disrespectful as someone who's working in a performance art industry that stands on the shoulders of ballet, opera, theater. Yeah. Absolutely. There's also that, yeah, like historical layer to it as well, like respecting your ancestors, the people that paved the way for you to do what you do. Absolutely. Absolutely. For the new Faces of Death, I am because Dacker Montgomery is in it, right? That casting came up a long time ago. I might be getting that wrong, but I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know anything about it. I'm going in very blind to that one. I might be reviewing it. That one's in April, I think, early April. So, yeah. Top 10 monologues, absolutely. I did not. That's Is that a thing before St. Patty's? Is that sort of like 420 and then 422? Is there some significance to 316? Because tomorrow's St. Patty's. We are celebrating that together. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Forbidden Fruits. And then I kind of forget the deal with Obsession. I am like the movie that I'm anticipating the most in the rest of 2026 at this moment is Hokum. I am very excited. Very excited. Oh yeah, I did seriously forget that actually, yeah. Because in my brain, like the superhero run is Marvel. So I completely forget. I mean, and these were, majority were over 20 years ago at this point. So I did forget, yeah. I did. In Marvel era, those did not make it to the Oscars. They did not. Still uses you Stube. The Alec Baldwin of it. Oh, let's not go there. That joke, you know what's so funny is like I shouldn't tell you this. You know what? I won't get into detail, but I will say that my friends and we were just like popping off in our little group chat, and we were talking about how, like, you know what? I would try out Conan O'Brien. Not a bad looking man. He's funny. Funny is hot. Anyway, okay, let's true or false? Red right hand plays over the credits. False, not true. False, 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 false. Damn, y'all are with it tonight. False, big false. What? False. Charles Kenny. It was Gail's film guy. Wait, did you guys know that? Were you putting that in the chat before I said it? So some of you guys did get that reference? That's crazy. It is false. Scream 4 is the only movie of the entire franchise of all 7 films that Red Right Hand does not appear, and it's a huge bummer to me personally. Yeah, unfortunately that is false. Thought I could trip somebody up, but I could not. I could not. Even with the insurance though, there's so much that can be a liability. So, and that's the main also, I hate to burst anybody's bubble on this, but it is probably worth knowing that typically when, actors or directors, whatever, get called out for being creeps or, even God forbid they get charged for, doing nasty shit. Usually that's not even the reason why they stop getting work. They'll stop getting work because they become an insurance liability. They're considered a high risk, do they call them an asset? Okay, well, now I'm forgetting the exact terminology. I was like, I can teach people something, and now I'm like, wait, I don't know. But they become a high risk something. So they stop getting hired more for insurance purposes than like, justice. So that sucks. That's why James Franco has to produce everything that he does now. Anyway, can you say for sure she doesn't need a sandwich? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. That is one thing I don't have the power to do. Never miss a Cheetos cameo, clear as day. You think Kenny was a more developed character than most of the sequel's co-stars? Honestly, he was like a better. I don't want to disparage the other acting because plenty of very talented people, but like he's just a better character actor, I think, than majority of the new characters who more have the vibe that they wish they were leading the film instead, because many of them are like attractive enough to lead a film. And yes, that has a lot to do with it. Okay. Kenny, yeah, he just was just a great character actor. It just is an energy. It's just a vibe. Just one of those things. Only remember the scene of Ethan eating Cheetos because there's a BTS photo of Mason Gooding licking the Cheeto dust off his finger. That photo has never crossed my desk. Wow. Wow. I've not seen that. I kind of want to look it up right now. Mason Gooding licking. What's his name? Jack's finger. I really just Googled that. I do not see a photo of that on the internet. Damn. Are you sure it wasn't AI? Is that real? Oh, Dead Meat mentioned the Kenny Cheeto homage and the kill count for okay. So you guys already knew. All right. I don't watch the ballet or opera. I think as an artist, it's in poor taste to talk shit about anyone else's art form. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not giving him any benefit of the doubt. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, this one is going to be one of the harder questions of the day. This is something that I think I remember researching when I did my deep dive of Scream 4, but I'd completely forgotten. So this is one of those fun facts that kind of just like, you know what I mean? Which A-list TV star was originally cast as Jill Roberts' mother? And she is somebody who I would have wanted to see. She would have made Scream 4 even more iconic than it already is. I mean, just the amount of I also was toying with name 3 of the side characters in Scream 4 who became iconic actors in their own right, or 3 iconic side whatever. And I was like, okay, there's way more than 3. That's too much. Like, even I don't want to write them all down and have to sift through all of that because it's insane. Adam Brody is the first one that comes to mind for me, and Allison Brie, and then the other cop. I always Anthony Mackie, is that his name? No, that's not. Lucy Hale, Kristen Bell. It's like everybody. It's everybody. It's everybody. Rory Culkin, I would even say. 316 is wrestling. That's not for me. That's not for me to know. I probably could get into wrestling. I probably would be into like the goofy violence of it all, the fake stuff. I really like boxing, as it turns out. I'd probably like it. Just seems like a whole thing to get into. I'm not gonna watch the trailer. I don't want to know a thing. I just know that I love that filmmaker and Adam Scott. That's all I need. Anything people work hard at shouldn't be dismissed by anyone who's never worked hard at that thing. What if that thing is like sculpting poop? You can make a lot of weird hypotheticals for that. Let's not. Okay? Does anybody know which A-list TV star was originally cast as Jill Roberts' mother? I'm still catching up with the chat. You have a little more time. Conan is my hall pass. Okay, this is a safe space. This is a safe space for me. We all have our wood in Funny Men. Jack Black is mine. Isn't Jack Black all of ours? I don't know if I should read the text that I sent to them verbatim because I don't think it would make my parents proud. But I think I'm gonna do it. Actually, I don't know if I can even scroll up that far. We were blowing each other up last night. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my God. There's hundreds of messages like within a single hour. Just all of us like freaking out about everybody's dresses, like best and worst dressed, like sending selfies, just like freaking out about things. Oh my God, because things kept winning and we're like, oh my God, I'm crying. What did I say? Am I gonna be able to find it? Oh God. It's not even gonna be funny by the time I get to it. And also, I think I went back too far, actually. I can find it. Just Just wait. Because it was after, you know what? It was later in the night because I think it was after I was like, you know what? I'm a little drunk now. So, of course, the white people took the international. Boo. That was a tipsy text. God damn it. Where did it? Am I gonna? I've lost it. I've absolutely lost this text. I have to like remember what I said. The way nobody cares anymore. I'm sorry, I do. I do. I remember. I don't need to find it. I remember. I think I said something like, why is Conan kinda, you know what? I would try him out just to see if I like it. And my friend Tiago went, same. Anyway, it's too little too late for that. There's no way I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, does anybody know who was originally cast as Jill's mom? Yes, it was Lauren Graham. You did it. That would have been crazy. I wish me, Betty White, little old for the category, I think. Jennifer Aniston would have been crazy. Oh, Anthony Anderson, not Anthony Mack. Yes, I mixed him up with I'm sorry, the Marvel guy. Sorry. Julia Roberts. Adam Brody does need to be in everything. Tell me like why I'm expecting him to show up in Ready or Not 2, even though I don't think that would be possible. Ellen Pompeo, that's a good guess. Well, thank you. Just Me or his TV series and Brooke Maddox underrated. The Scream TV series? Are we talking about Brooke as in the character? Hold on. I have to verify. Is that her last name? Yes. Oh my god, yes. Love her. If anybody doesn't know, I'll show you really quick. She is one of the best characters. Like, yeah, absolutely. Love her. Love her. Love her. We still deserve that third season of the show. We really do. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, so good. Her dress was so good. It's on WhatsApp, and I kind of forgot how to do that on WhatsApp. it is at the top. Wait, am I gonna be able to find the? I don't think I actually said Conan in the message. Yeah, I can't find it. Search function didn't work. By Poop Casso. Oh god, what poops are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm not setting a good example here. Why are we talking about poop so much? Oh, McKenna Grace, she looked like a princess, and she seemed so happy to be there. So cute. Any interview clips I saw with her looked great. Okay, next question. Who invited you, Trevor? Who invited Trevor to the house? We do know this. We know what phone he was invited from. We know who invited him. Brooke, it was amazing. Yes. Thank you. We agree on Beth. Absolutely. When Kylie scrolls. Oh, does anybody get distracted by the nuclear door frame behind the mirror? I wish that I could shut that, but there is no door. But you know what? Honestly, it provides more depth. So it's good. Do I want you to always be able to see my bathroom counter? No. No, I do not. Do people hate it? I guess people, there's hate for everything in this world. So I'm sure you're right. But I don't know, at least when I was covering it, I feel like people were mostly in agreement, and those videos did well for me. I remember Jill, Trevor, I did. Abby, not Abby, just continuing to insert herself. Jill, 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 Trevor himself, Kenny's ghost. My name's not Jesus. Oh, 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 I lost my, sorry, the chat jumped for me, glitched a little bit. I'm now way behind. Jill slash Charlie via Jill's missing phone. I guess, okay. For me, the answer is Jill. But I guess, was it ever actually clarified in the dialogue or otherwise which of them actually did it? Because I always just assumed Jill, and she just was lying that her phone was missing. In reality, she had her phone, but she was lying. She was lying about it. It was her. That's my headcanon. Is there another truth to the matter? Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, that's a Resident Evil reference? I'm the wrong girl. I don't know Resident Evil, I'm sorry. In a dusty black coat with a red right hand. Maybe I should learn that song. That'd be fun to cover. Hey, that's okay. Don't you worry about it. But every single character in Scream despite not being born for some of them. Real. I've always said that about you, by the way. Okay. That was actually my last question for Scream 4. So it is time to move on to Scream 5. I can't believe I've been streaming for 51 minutes and I only just finished Scream. Okay. All right. I can be better paced than that. It's because the Oscars happened yesterday and I keep getting sidetracked about it. Okay. Why wasn't it just called Scream 5? Why didn't they call it Scream 5? You know this. Tonight's easy. Tonight's an easy round. It was never clarified, but it was either Ghostface. Yeah. That is one of my, like, I think we agree, but I think when we were doing the watch along or something, I was like, am I alone on this? Why is this one of the best lines of the entire film? Who invited you, Trevor? She's so funny. She's so funny. Oh, you figured I was talking about the quote? I said, wait, how did I phrase it? Oh, who invited you, Trevor? That was just part of how I wrote down my little question script. Who invited you, Trevor? Who invited Trevor to the house? I would love to. I would love to. You think I can handle the games? 7 be a good game to stream? Guys, believe it or not, I still have not figured out how to set up my PS5. I feel like everything just keeps getting in the way. Being 26, I'm a few months away from being 27. I'm not used to the passage of time feeling so much faster. Like within the last 5 years or so, time has significantly sped up for me, but I'm not used to that shift in my perception yet. So I lose track of like, the last time that I caught up with a friend and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I got that PS5 for Christmas. Like, I need to fucking set it up. I need to set it up. It's getting a little silly. It's getting a little ridiculous, actually. And I keep saying like, oh, next month is the month. Next month things are slowing down and blah, blah, blah. And in reality, that is not happening. So, but I would love to. I think that the first game that I've said that I would stream on the PS5 is Until Dawn, but I also do need to like sort things out and make sure I can stream all that and whatever. Oh, poop sculpting, right? Why do I make jokes like that? Okay. Why wasn't it just called Scream 5? It's because Scream 4 is the best. Because it was mocking requels. Why would it be? Because Halloween. I will give you that. Actually. It was supposed to be a requel. It was a requel. Yes. Yes, everybody. They intended for it to be a reboot, but they got cold feet. That would be a scandal. Yes, a requel. I guess to make the franchise less intimidating to newcomers. That also is true. I would give you a point for that one as well. Yep. She beat herself up to get into character. Charlie's fingerprints on her missing phone would corroborate her story of Charlie and Trevor working together. Ah! That's an excellent point. She probably would be all over that. You know what? Yeah, you could. I was gonna say you could take a point for that, but I don't think that's among the reasons. I don't. I think because they were mocking it. I can't say that. I can't. They're mocking the pretentiousness of it by doing it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Didn't want to make it look like a new trilogy. Well, that it was not. Yahoo Dore, baby. Five Cream. I just call it Scream 5. I wish that they would like maybe retroactively go back and change the title, kind of like they did with Star Wars, you know, the most famous movie of all time. If they can do that for Star Wars, A New Hope, they could do it for Scream 5. But I don't know. I guess I would want future fans of the franchise to also be able to appreciate that meta layer as well. I guess. I guess. Okay, next question. This one's a little wordy, so just stick with me. How was Nev Campbell eventually convinced to be in Scream 5 after initially being weary about not being able to get Wes Craven's blessing? She was initially trepidatious about being in Scream 5 because there would be no involvement of Wes Craven, and that made her nervous. She wanted to, or she, you know, in an ideal world, she would have had his blessing for the franchise to continue on. She was nervous about this. How was she eventually convinced to be in the movie? I was 27 once. I'm about to be. Yeah, well, it's a real thing. There's a lot of like science that backs that as well, and it has to do with like your metabolism slowing down. So when your internal clock goes slower, time you perceive time to be moving faster. Also, because when you're a child and you like to go from your fourth birthday to your fifth birthday, it feels like forever because to you, a year, you perceive it as it's literally a quarter of your entire life when you're 4 years old. So a year seems so long. Also because when you're a child and you're developing and stuff, like you're having so many new experiences and things, and you're creating so many new memories that time also seems shorter. So one way to be able to feel like time is slowing down a little bit, and you wouldn't think so, is like, you know, going on vacation, going to a new place, doing new things, you know, creating new memories. Cause like once you get stuck in a pattern, oddly, the more boring your life gets, the more time speeds up, which you'd kind of think would be the opposite. But yeah, there's a lot of science that goes into that. Time said miss me. Yeah. My birthday, yeah, it's July 6th. Father Hippie Night. You do? You share a birthday? Soaring, flying. Anyway, 6th of July. You did no, that's not creepy. That's I definitely remember, you know, people that I enjoy. I definitely remember their birthdays, I would say. Well, is that true? I remember the people who I share a birthday with, like 50 Cent, Kevin Hart. Is that all I remember? We've literally done this at least twice on live stream before where I've like gone over all the people that I share a birthday with and now I can't remember. Anyway. Anyway. Um appreciate it. I do miss streaming a game. Like I really, really miss playing Alien Isolation, and I've considered even just playing it on my own time, but I'm like, I, I, I genuinely don't know how people have time for video games. Like I don't know how people can fit that into their lives. And I don't even have children. I don't even have a cat. I don't even have pets. I take care of 2 plants in this apartment. And I'm like, how do people have the time? So I have to work it into my job to be able to play them. Anyway, how was Nev Campbell convinced? Money, 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 money. Well, that is true of Scream 7, but not of Scream 5. And for Scream 5, yes, she got a letter from the Radio Silence directors, Matt Bettinelli Olpin and Tyler Gillette. And yeah, they basically wrote her this whole letter about how they wanted to honor Wes Craven, and she was convinced. So she says. So she says, could have been a paycheck. I don't know. She held a seance because the eventual script. No, apparently it was the letter. Armored car full of cash drove onto her lawn. Oh my god. Ay, it's funny. Yes, 'twas the letter. She got a nice letter, wholesome letter. I actually don't know if that's true. Could be, but I don't think so. Not according to her. Be 44 in June. I don't understand. I was 24 yesterday. It is weird too, because also like your mentality like stays pretty similar as well. So that's another thing about it where you like my parents are complaining about it a lot now because both of them are now like in their late 60s, and they're like it's so frustrating for your body to be slowing down when you're still like fully with it and stuff. And I'm like, stop getting older. That's not allowed. Okay, what subgenre are they commenting on in the opening of Scream 5? I'm gonna call it Scream 5. Okay. All right. Oh damn. Wait. No, I only have okay. So for some reason I thought I had way more questions than I do. We've got 13 more questions after this. So I do need to up my pace a little bit, but we're okay. I kept scrolling and I was like, wait, I don't remember making this many questions. There's only 13 more. There's only 13 more. Vince's New Jersey accent. Maybe he moved. Maybe he wasn't a local. Okay. Oh wait, no, because isn't he like Stu Macher's nephew or something canonically? I forget. Oh, my dad's September 2nd. Close. Time doesn't actually fly when you're having fun. I mean, I don't know. That part I don't really understand because time does fly when you're having fun. So that part of it I don't really get. I don't really get. But it's more so like when you're processing new things, maybe fun is like the exception to that rule or something when you're like creating new memories. I don't know. Is this a haiku? I don't. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach. Yeah, if I were to cover that, I think it would sound a little bit more Nickelback-ish. Not great. Up to the top. You share a birthday with Pennywise with Bill Skarsgård? Ooh. What a great opening line that would be, huh? Share with David Dewdrop Arquette? It took me a long time to finish it, but I did. On the novice setting, by the way. But yeah, it's one of those strongly worded letters I've heard about. Ah, yes. Corny cop. No. No. Oh my god. Okay, yes. Sorry, what subgenre are they commenting on in the opening of Scream 5? Elevated horror, elevated. Yes, you did it. Remember a quote that Scott that was wait, what? As you get older, you have less time to play the games you want because of responsibilities. That is true. Scott, who? Yes, well done, my children. I still prefer the Babadook. That one, I was gonna make that a trivia question. I was gonna say which line, or I guess yeah, which movie does Tara still prefer by the end of Scream 5? But I didn't. I was like, I already have this question. That's gonna be too easy. I had to kind of trim things down so I didn't get overzealous with all my questions. Hello, welcome. It's about looking back on time, not while you're experiencing it. That's probably it's all of it, methinks. They cut his time way too short. Way too short. But I guess like he was being they were really kind of shoving him in your face as a red herring. So, and also because he's like he's a horror darling. I think killing him off early, honestly, I hate to say it, kind of was a good choice, but obviously I want him on my screen more, but that's okay. I can just go watch Dinner in America. Thank you. I would have loved it if Jill had gotten away with it in Scream 4, got the fame she wanted, then became the opening kill in Scream 5. Ooh, yeah, she would have been a good opening kill. That would have been crazy. I would never I mean, they kind of conceptually, they sort of did that with Scream 6. Obviously not with a previous killer or anything. Couldn't have done that, but they kind of did that Scream 6. So we got as close to that as we maybe could. Coven Mama, Do Droppington collab when? Anyway, when I said what? Wait, what did I say 2 minutes ago? I forget. I forget. Okay. Next question. How is Tatum finally recognized in Scream 5? 3 movies went by, 3 sequels went by where Tatum was never recognized. I think that there was like a deleted scene or something from Scream. No, you know how she's recognized in Scream 4? Is there's like a excuse I'm sorry. I forget where I am sometimes. I'm so sorry. I get too comfortable with y'all. Okay. In Scream 4, there's like a dummy of her that's made as an homage to that kill. I forget if it's on screen though. I think that I just saw this in the trivia or something. I can't remember if that's something that was cut from the movie itself. But I think in Scream 4, it was said that, yeah, they made a fake Tatum to pay homage to that kill. But she was never recognized in the dialogue or anything. Still wasn't in Scream 5 to my memory. But how was she finally recognized in Scream 5? Because apparently that was a complaint from fans. Like, I wasn't around for Scream 2, 3, 4, so I didn't live this, but apparently people had words for the franchise never mentioning Tatum after she died, even though she's Dewey's sister. Oh, to tell you about how I watched John Wick one day, heard him referred to as the Baba Yaga, later saw the Babadook, thought of the Baba Yaga, which is the dumbest thing ever. Fun fact. She's one of my faves, like favorite characters or like favorite openings or all the above. Make a poop sculpture. You're not gonna let this go, are you, man? Oh, Alexander Hamilton. That is the only line that I know from that song. They will never. They're gonna. You know what? You know what they'll do before they kill off Sydney in the Scream franchise? They are gonna fast and furiousify it. She will come back every single Scream, not a scratch on her or her family, and it's just gonna. They're just gonna become slop, slop, slop. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Oh, that's not right. Right. Okay. Her trailer photo. Was there a photo of her? Because I would have missed that in the shrine. Oh, yeah, because okay, yeah, because my answer for the question was her ashes are on Dewey's mantle, but I forgot if there was a photo. Scream 5 through 6 lacked red herrings, needed more Vince, especially since Richie and Amber wanted to frame Sam, but who would have gotten the blame for killing Dewey when Sam was with Richie? Ooh. That's a good question. The answer is don't think about it. Don't think about it. As much as I enjoy Jill as a character, my dislike for Emma Roberts does make me glad she wasn't a recurring character. That girl gets a bad rap. Yeah, she's apparently really, really bad to work with. Like she's kind of a menace, allegedly, according to the streets. According to the streets. Yes, there's Memorial. Does she name drop? I think the only answer is the urn. I don't remember him saying anything about her with the photo. Her body is still in the garage door. Legend has it she's still in the garage door. You're sick. You're sick. You're a freak. Oh, Tatum was mentioned by Galen 2 and Jennifer's bodyguard in 3 when he mentioned Tatum before he got attacked. I think that the complaints were specifically that she was never mentioned by Dewey, like him missing her or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not clipping that, okay? All right? Tatum poo sculpture. I'm Streisand affecting it. I am. And you know what? I'm not above poop jokes. I am going to laugh at the end of the day. I am. I'm sorry. People might click off, but this is my channel, not yours. Oh, their opportunity to take out Sydney was in 4, but it'll never happen. It'll never happen. That really would actually like tarnish the legacy of Wes Craven. They know they can't do that. They know. I feel like Neve Campbell would have to come out herself to do like a year of damage control if they made that choice, and she would just have to be like imploring the audience to see her perspective that she wanted out. Um, and even then, that wouldn't be enough for a lot of people. So, all right. When they have all the suspects gathered in Scream 5, Wes rambles off about how Dewey crawls into a bottle. Dewey says to Wes, "Well, you might be the killer because dot 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 question mark." Is it just me, or is 5 the only one that blended the old characters with the new without it feeling like two movies? It is not just you. I thought that Scream 5 did that exquisitely. Certainly the best out of 5, 6, and 7. Certainly the best of the non-Craven films. Yeah. Yeah. We'd be here all night if I did 7. Also, like, I'm not even familiar enough. I've only seen it the one time, you know? So I'm not gonna if I couldn't answer any trivia about Scream 7, I'm not gonna be holding anybody to that. It's why and you know what? Have you noticed it's almost exclusively my members that are in all the poop jokes? Have you noticed that? Because I have. Yes, tomorrow we're doing a watch along for Shark Exorcist and Jurassic Exorcist. I'm very excited. I've never seen them, and it's St. Patty's, aka I will be getting drunk. So, and I will probably be door dashing Taco Bell. Need to make a movie about. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Fine. Dewey says to Wes, "You might be the killer because that cut deep. Absolutely. That really cut deep. That cut deep. That cut deep. It cuts deep, mate. Absolutely. Well done. Because you have nothing to lose. Le sort. Good job." Are you talking to me? Oh no, Wes. His hair. Dylan Minette's hair is immortalized in a really special way in Scream 5. I will say that. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Scream 4 should have dropped. Should have what? Offer at least one of the Holy Trinity. You know what? They did it in 5, and I'm fine with that. I am fine with how things went. Members should be my. Okay. Stop. So A24, honestly, they love old people covered in poop. I mean, they do. I could probably sell that to A24, sure. And I would tell them that the Cult of Haunted Hippie would see it in droves. They would drive up the box office. Okay. All right. When Judy is on the phone with Ghostface, he asks her what her favorite scary movie is. She declines to answer, saying that she prefers 2 other genres of film, which are. Which genres of film does Deputy Judy prefer? I think it's a topic to play with the next movies, aka get Krager Kugler. Get them what? Get them where? It's a topic to play with the next movies. What? Are you saying that we should like be expecting to see those two at the Oscars moving forward? No, probably not, because Kugler was already there. But Krager, maybe? Are you saying we should expect him to become like an Academy darling? That'd be crazy. Even though his movie literally won an Oscar, I don't think I could see that. You know, it's really weird. I feel like I have a lymph node in my throat that's swollen. Either that or my tonsil. It feels kind of crazy right now. I'm not going to be able to do a 2-hour stream tonight, I'm afraid. But we'll get up to an hour and a half. We'll do it. At least that. Damn, 5 times? I'm like, lesso. No corned beef and cabbage for the same actually, my mom made that last night for the Oscars party. She met her corned beef is so good. Just literally just like so flaky, just like falling apart. The taste. I have leftovers here. Oh, and she made cabbage, which she's never made cabbage for us growing up, but it was great. like potatoes. And then she also made a black bean soup that was like just the perfect amount of spicy and like with sour cream and chips. And oh my God, it was so good. She also made this, oh my God, she made this like Guinness beer chocolate cake with this homemade cream cheese frosting. I'm sorry, that was like a silent burp. That was weird. Oh my God. Oh, having my mom in town, her cooking was so good. So yeah, we actually did. I had some St. Patty's themed food. So gonna sell. Where would they keep them? In their basement, where they store their film negatives. Ballet and opera, Disney, rom-coms and musicals. Ah, you got one. I prefer animated films and musicals. Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner. You also got it. Yes, animated films and musicals, which, okay, I was fibbing a little bit with the question, but I didn't really know exactly how else to phrase it without kind of spoiling it. But technically, animation is not a genre, it is a medium of many genres. But I'm glad you understood. I'm glad you understood. I'll call out that nitpick so nobody annoying does it for me. uh, you know what? I bet she was a documentary fan too. I bet she was. Man, Scream 5, it had good stakes. Killing off Judy too. Sad. He was. And I think that it's kind of weird that I didn't see him on any of like the carpet coverage, and there was only like one audience reaction shot of him. I thought that was kind of strange. But I guess because it only had one nomination that night, I guess that makes more sense. He wasn't included in any of the, audience sketches, but Bambi. No, I think that that's Kirby in Scream 4, right? When they ask Kirby what her favorite horror films is, and she says Bambi, right? Isn't that Kirby? I think. It's yeah, my mom had not made it before. It was I didn't know it was I didn't know that world of beef. It is good. It is worth stepping into, my friend. Yeah. Only if it's good though. I assume there's a lot of bad corned beef out there. But anyway. Which scene does Red Right Hand make its grand return in Scream 5? They should make a prequel to Scream to show where the father death, where Ghostface, where the costume originated from. That's interesting. Oh God, I don't know. Ooh, wait a minute. Why would that actually kind of be a good direction for the franchise, though? Oh, I feel like the box office kind of proved that people don't want a Scream movie without Sydney in it, even though I do. I'm okay with it. So I don't think it would happen, but like actually it'd be a good franchise for a prequel. Because have they made prequel commentary? I think not. But prequels are not a current trend. They're just not. They've tried, but they've gone out with an absolute whimper in the 2020s that they've tried to do. The Pet Cemetery one, oh my God, on Paramount Plus. Absolute hogwash. And I forget what the other ones are that have come out in recent years. Prequels are out. They are out. Judy, Wes's mom, Deputy Judy from Scream 4 and 5. Ugh. Bet she enjoyed Coraline. I actually feel like that one would be too scary for her. Does that make it large then? Now that is a dad joke if I ever heard one. Oh my God. Not Judy and Dewey enjoying lemon bars in heaven together. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why it was so like unexpected. Okay. Which scene does Red Right Hand make its grand return? Killing Kyle. Gallery scene. Vince's kill. Yes. Correct. It was during actually, but God, it was so good. I was obsessing over it. I feel like it was the first time that I had rewatched Scream 5 where I like fully appreciated the sound mixing of that scene where the song pauses and then it starts again like when the beat drops and Ghostface stabs him in the neck. Oh, so good. So good. In the neck. In le so. Yes. Just start a new franchise. I mean, other movies have tried it. You know how many low budget slashers have tried to do the meta commentary thing. It just doesn't. Actually, wait, one that was kind of fun was Bloodfest. I think Bloodfest kind of does it. I love prequels. What's a good wait. The First Omen. Fantastic prequel. Maybe we should wake that up. Maybe we should. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw has a prequel. That actually was one that I thought of when I was like, man, prequels really went out of style because that one was so horrible. And that was like 2017. So I was thinking, we're about a decade out from them trying to make prequels happen. But The First Omen was amazing. Why I Don't Want a Weapons prequel. I know that the streets are here for this. I am not. Similarly, I am not. I feel I love Gladys, but I feel like I got enough information from her, and literally we got an Oscar win from her, that I feel like we as a culture, we've gotten what we need. I feel like even one more movie, a prequel, I fear would be milking her. Do I want Amy Madigan to get the paycheck? Of course. Of course. But I'm good. I'm good, love. I'm good. Yeah. That was my last question for Scream 5, actually, everybody. That was my last one. Oh, new member. Welcome. Care Bear Cub. Welcome. Appreciate you joining. I'll be skipping stab 8. Oh, excuse me. The Octagon. I am seeing Ready or Not this week. Of course, I am. Of course. I'm seeing it as early as I possibly can on preview night. Yeah, I'll be reviewing that. When I watched it at the time, because I think I watched it in like 2021 or, a while back. So back then I was a lot more harsh with my criticism and with my ratings. I think now I'd probably rate it higher. It's fun. Member for 5 months. Shout out. I feel like Scream should do a prequel commentary. That's what I'm saying. It's only tough because it's not really currently happening in the culture. But they should. But there's like no real way for them to do that explicitly, like explicitly make meta commentary on prequels, because how would the characters know? How would they be like, oh, I feel like these events that are occurring are building up to the actual main event? Like, characters in a slasher movie just wouldn't be saying stuff like that. So it wouldn't really, but I feel like that's kind of all that's left for the franchise to cover. Unless they let at least another decade go by and we get new trends and things going. That's, So, Orphan First Kill was good too. Oh my God, you're so right. Prequel to The Thing was not bad. Absolutely. I forgot about Orphan First Kill. Called Threatens. Nice. Yeah, it just, some things should, some things should. All right, let's move on to Scream 6, everyone. Going Thursday at 2 p.m. I think I am too, actually. Okay, let's move on to Scream 6. Which iconic Scream queen was the opening kill of Scream 6? Starting off real easy. Real easy. And then, let's see, do I have any difficult questions, actually? Nah. I have some that are like maybe in the second layer of the iceberg, but not really. It's an easy night. Oh, Prometheus. I love Prometheus. Oh, love Prometheus. Oh, no worries. I hear you, partner. I don't, like, the only thing I guess I could hope for is that she's not made the main character, that she's not made the protagonist, and that she still gets to do her creepy thing. Sort of like the way that they handled things with the It TV show, I think that would be a good, tasteful way to do it. Give us a new main character, new good characters to root for, or another crop of emotionally complex assholes like weapons. Give me more of that. That'd be fine. They Will Kill You is releasing a week after Ready or Not 2, which is hilarious because, oh, really? I actually don't know almost anything about They Will Kill You. Going into that one very blind. And then there's similarly, Samara Weaving and Jason Segel are in a dark comedy that's releasing a couple weeks after that, I think. mid-April, late April, maybe. I think it comes out on like the 17th, something like that. I forget the name of it though. So, oh, Prey. Oh my God, why have I forgotten about all these amazing prequels that have actually come out in like the last 5 years? I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Oh, hello, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. All right, who was the opening kill of Scream 6? Of course, you know it. You love her, Samara Weaving. Yes, ma'am. Do we have to? Yes, I love Scream 6. Yes, good job, Hugo Weaving. Close enough. I will take Margot Robbie as well. Yes. Yes, I have been, oh God, trying to avoid, oh, ew, there's a bug. Wait, there's a bug on my wall. Ew. Ew, I had to kill it with my finger because it was moving around too fast. Oh. That's what the bug just said. That's what the bug just said. But yeah, you guys were really fast with that answer. I knew you would be. And I think you will be with this one too. What classic horror film makes a brief appearance in the beginning of Scream 6? Oh, same. But Borderline sucked. Borderline sucked. He was having fun with it, and I feel like he was having fun with it in Smile 2 as well. And yeah, he could easily become a great horror actor. Just making sure that bug is dead. Just making sure it stopped moving. Sorry. That is the second of that kind of bug that I've killed in my bedroom today. That is that, you know what thought comes into my mind when that happens? When I see multiple of the same kind of bug in the same day, in the same sort of space, I go, oh, they've laid eggs. Oh, they've laid eggs. There must be a million more that I'm just not seeing. Even though it's probably not true. Laura Crane. I forget her name, but I think that character is named after, does Crane come from the character in Psycho? Then what does Laura come from? I forget. She's named after some character or actress. She's named after something, that character. I don't know. I don't want to see Gladys as an old lady 100 years ago. She works totally because the line best delivered, maybe ever, by Josh Brolin, like it's censored. That it gets censored. Oh, wait, I forget the line. Man, I forgot Josh Brolin was in that movie. How did I forget? He's like one of the main characters. A poop quill. Bug dies tonight. They have to. You don't wish you were a fly on my wall, let me tell you. Absolutely not. There's a bug. There's a bee. Does anybody know that one? Anyway, what classic horror film makes a brief appearance in the beginning of Scream 6? The answer is Jason Takes Manhattan. Let us pay our respects to the fallen bug. I'm sorry. There are plenty of spiders in my apartment. That bug would have died a horrible death had I not just crushed it, okay? I saved it from quite a lot of pain and misery. It was quick. It didn't even know it was coming, okay? But yes, go on. Pay your respects to the fallen bug. I'm sorry. Jason takes a boat. Jason H. Yes, you all are quick with it. Oh, sorry. Not everybody. Jason clocks again. Jason NYC. Yes, good job. I will take Jason. That counts. Yes, in the Big Apple. Jason Goes to Canada. Technically, yes. I thought that was going to be like way too easy of a question. Like, where was Scream 6 actually filmed? Canada, Montreal. So I didn't. I was like, that's a little boring. I want to ask a question about one of my favorite quotes instead. What line does Ghostface deliver before killing phony Ghostface and the Scream 6 title appearing? How about I put that in the chat? Because I don't know if that'll stick with me just reading it one time. What jarring line does Ghostface deliver before killing phony Ghostface and the Scream 6 title appearing? Bum, bum, bum. Oh God, I hope not. Insects are attracted to neon lights. Yeah, I can see where I would be creating a problem for myself. in here. Oh yeah, Marion Crane and maybe Laura's Twin Peaks. Oh, that's probably a good guess. That's probably a very good guess. I'd imagine so. My nose is so itchy. I think I've already explained it to you, but like we can't leave our windows open right now. We haven't left them open in like 2 days, which like grosses me out because I like to air the place out every day. But even so, and I don't think I haven't left my apartment since this morning. And like my allergies, it's just there's pollen over everything. There's pollen on everything right now. Ugh. Oh, he replaced Pedro Pascal. Yeah, that did work out. That worked out well. Yeah. I'm glad about that. Yep. Oh God, yeah, Weapons was so hilarious. Oh, I loved the reference to it in the opening sketch. Conan dressed up as Gladys. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. A sacrifice for tonight's session. Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay, censored answers incoming. What jarring line does Ghostface deliver before killing phony Ghostface in the Scream 6 title appearing? Who gives a fuck about movies? Yes, good job. Who gives a fluff? Who gives an F? Who gives a frickety? Who gives a F? Good job. Who gives a fook? Who gives a fork? Yes, good job, my little minions. Good job. Good job. Who cares? I'll take that one as well. Good job. Yes. Oh, Matt Draper. Did you know that we swallow? No, we don't. No, we don't. Did you know we swallow dozens of bugs every night? What if I kicked you out of this chat right now? No, we don't. Don't say such a thing because I will have dreams about it. That is only a hop, skip, and a jump from the nightmares that I have where my teeth crumble apart in my mouth and I'm just spitting them out. I have dreams about that pretty frequently. That is how my stress manifests. Yes. Oh. So okay, you can clip that. Okay, fine. You can clip that. This chat looks so funny out of context. Yeah. Who's a freaking freak? Yeah, the trivia night chats are always the best of them, I say. Okay, another movie cameo question. If that's what you call it. I forget. What iconic 50s horror film makes an appearance in the second act of Scream 6? I know there's definitely going to be less of you that get this one. I feel like Jason Takes Manhattan was really easy because also before the movie came out, we were like, if Jason Takes Manhattan isn't referenced, like they better if this is going to be set in New York. So this one I think is a little more difficult because I feel like the subject matter of the movie doesn't really connect to the film itself. I forget what the behind the scenes reasoning was why this movie showed up, but I was so happy to see it. Oh, no worries, slasher queen. I am doing well, except for this weird something is swollen in my throat. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel sick. I feel perfectly fine, but something weird. Something weird. Good protein. Shall I lick the bug off the wall? Oh. You get the teeth falling out dreams too? Yeah. It's a common one. That is a common nightmare, as it turns out. And it's horrible. Because usually it'll happen multiple times. Because in my dream, I'll realize, like, no, my teeth are not falling out. Like, this is a dream, whatever. But then I slip back into it and then my teeth fall out again. Ugh. Cousin told me spiders lay eggs in my ears when I sleep. Guess who sleeps with earplugs? They do. That happens to people, and it's like I don't even think that you could say that it's like a rare occurrence because that does happen. That does happen. Some people sleep with like fishnet stockings over their head to try to avoid that. Bride of Frankenstein, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, correct. Gonna guess The Fly, Thing from Another World. That's close. The Fly is also 50s. Yeah, the original Invasion. Yes, not King Kong. No, not The Thing, but good guesses though. Good guesses of some stellar 50s horror films. But yeah, it is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh, was on set just a week ago making a horror feature. Yes, it is the best feeling. In post now, I'm creating a handful of CG creatures. Ooh, very fun. Congrats on the gig, first of all. Always say that whenever a friend or anything like books something, it's like, oh, you did it in our dying industry. Wow. Anyway, yeah, congrats on that. Oh, this heat wave has been ass. It's been ass. That's another reason why we haven't opened the windows. It's because we have the AC on right now, too. Ugh. When I get sand in my mouth, ew. Ew. You dream about falling downstairs? That's interesting. I don't think I ever really fall in my dreams because the physics of my mind don't believe in it. So, yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. If somebody remembers the behind the scenes reason why that movie was chosen, I would love to know. I feel like it's something to do with Kevin McCarthy and some, I don't know, relation to that. I don't know. Um, sure, sure. Oh, slay, love you, Matt Draper. That's all you come here for, isn't it? Okay. Next question. How did they write Kirby back into the franchise? What is her position? Another easy one. Have I made it too easy tonight? Has it been fun still? Is it not enough of a challenge? Is Matt Draper related to Don Draper? Yes. Let's interrogate, or not. I'm not saying yes to the question. I'm saying yes to the idea that we should interrogate Matt Draper about his life. The rest of Morocco, they have the hottest summer, the coldest winter that hurts my bones. This year has been like oddly temperate, like very mild flooding with the rains. It's been kind of chill, no fires. Oof, like we might actually make it through the dry season. We'll see. Last year was enough to last us a while. I've had really realistic dreams. I do too, I feel like, but then I wake up and I'm like, no, that was not. That was not. All right. How did they write Kirby back into the franchise? Yes, she is an FBI agent. Too easy. She's an FBI absent. FBI queen agent. She's a Phoebe. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm too comfortable. I'm too comfortable. I'm sorry. All right. Next one. True or false? And this one is a little bit more ambiguous. Hopefully, this one will be a little bit harder, but you still got a 50-50. So, you know. True or false? This is the only film where Gail receives a call from Ghostface. La, 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 la. This one is a true or false that I feel like also kind of requires a little bit of context with the answer. Because it's like, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to spoil the answer, okay? She has, and also I forgot that in her scene where Ghostface calls her, that she has like one of my favorite moments of victim on phone with Ghostface ever. Putting him on hold and wait, what? So good. So good. She's a ninja in many ways. In many ways. Didn't she get fired? No, that was Detective Bailey trying to throw them off the track. Oh, wait, she was interviewed on a YouTube video? Oh, but it wasn't actually her, right? Was it just like a photo of her that appeared as an Easter egg, or was it she just was like mentioned? Oh, I think she just was mentioned. I feel like I remember pointing that out in my Scream 5 review back in the day. Back in the day when I had breakup bangs. Oy, oy, oy. Incompetent. I feel like that's correct, but I forget why. Like when you start to peel back the layers of things that she missed, but I forget what it was exactly. I forget. A burger eater. Every time that scene plays, I am jealous of what she's eating. Ugh. Okay, true or false? This is the only film where Gail receives a call from Ghostface. True, false, true, 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 truth tea, true, false. You know what? Okay, so it is true because this is the only time that she talks to Ghostface. I would have accepted it if someone said false because when she received a call in Scream 2, it was intercepted by Randy. So if you want to be like, technically she did receive a call in Scream 2 and blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. But I think it's true. This is the first time she's actually received a call from Ghostface because the way that the whole thing went down with Randy, like that felt very planned. Like Ghostface knew that Randy would pick up the phone and intercept it. So I never felt like that call was actually meant for Gail. So yeah. Yep. And also the line of dialogue, that one, she's like, or Ghostface says, I forget who points it out. Oh, we've never spoken before. Oh yeah, surprising that we've never spoken before. Can I call you back? Yeah. So good. I'm here to answer every deeply personal question about me. How about we just pivot? How about we just make this stream all about Matt Draper, huh? Since he wants to steal my thunder. How about Topper? Stop. Technically false because she got a call from 2, but Randy answered. La 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 la. I will accept that. I will. You got it as well. You're all right. You're all correct, I will say. Oh, she was mentioned in the recommendations. Yeah. That sounds right to me. That sounds right. Okay, next question. We've got 3 left, everybody. Kirby and Mindy agree on which movie as the best of the A Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. In the scene between them that should have gone on much longer than it did. Incompetent, she caught the killers. I think people also joke and say that because she didn't uncover the entire warehouse that Gail did, and she's in the FBI, whereas Gail is a news, is a journalist. It's like FBI journalist, like no shade to journalists at all, but the FBI, they've got more resources. So I think that that's also like kind of, something people comment on. Yeah. Does it seem where Richie was watching a Dead Meat review? Yeah. Yep. I remember being really excited about that at the time when I did my Scream 5 review. Or I might have talked about it when I was like reacting to my Scream 5 bingo card or something. Well, yes, because technically Ghostface did call Gail in the past, okay? All right? Okay? He was too busy chewing the scenery to notice. It does seem that way, Kirby never made that connection between Richie's dad and previous events. And they didn't even, because like in Scream 2, they're like, no, Gail's like, no, like you're Billy's mom. I've seen pictures of you. That can't be. And Sydney's like, this is about 20 pounds and a lot of work later. They didn't even cover their bases on that. I don't believe. So yeah. Also kind of crazy she didn't put that one together, but I guess she wouldn't have the reason to suspect that he was his dad, so she wouldn't check that. Well, but no, because once she figured out the pattern of the previous Ghostface masks coming up and stuff, she'd probably be like looking into all the families of the previous. You know what? It's okay. She's not the best agent. It's fine. Okay, Kirby and Mindy agree on which movie as the best of the A Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. 2, the OG. 2, the original. 3, 1, Dream Warriors, the original. They don't, but game recognized game. 1, Dream Warriors, OG. Freddy's dead. Freddy's dead. It is the original movie, the OG. How awesome would it have been, though, if they said Nightmare 2, but that would have been a little disrespectful to Wes Craven, who long purported that, his original movie was the best. So, yeah. You think 3 is the best one objectively? This is a safe space for you to say so, but I do disagree. I better answer some questions. Guys, give Matt Draper the attention that he ordered, please. Because I'm going to sign off in a minute here. I only have 2 more questions. Okay, next question. Name all 3 killers of Scream 6. Who's got the fastest fingers in the West? Who's got them? In an alternate universe, James and Chelsea's characters in Scream 5 were the opening kill of 7. Oh, would have been a great opportunity to bring those characters back. Oh my God. That'd be fun if they were the opening of Scream 8. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, but no, because then I feel like they would do that in an attempt to like be making more like horror influencer commentary. I don't want that. I don't need to be read like that. Also, it would make all the characters annoying because, hello? So then like every character would be a Mindy or Andy, and we just can't have that. Can't have that. I agree. Love Scream 6, even though it's a little ridiculous. Would have been amazing if one said 5 and one said Freddy's dead. That would have been crazy. That would have been such a, like, that would have taken the audience aback. Like, that would have been a highly spoken of moment for sure. The Kirsch family. Well, that's a little bit of a cheat. Quinn Ethan Wayne. Is his first name Wayne? I know him as Bailey, Detective Bailey. Is his first name Wayne? The dad, the roommate, the dumb son. In the name of the dad, the roommate, and the dumb son. Yes. Mo, Larry, and Curly. Nice. Good job. You think 3 could be considered the most fun? I feel like Nightmare 4 is the most fun for me. Thank you. Thanks for the tip. Mandela effect. In my universe, Kevin Williamson passed away 10 plus years ago. Shocked to hear he's alive. Oh my God. I don't even know like what other celebrity or, well-known industry professional you could be mixing him up with. Like I couldn't even think of who you might be thinking of instead. That's pretty crazy. Well, are you maybe mixing him up with Wes Craven himself? Because Wes Craven passed away 11 years ago now. So that actually makes a lot of sense. I was like, who could you possibly be? But Williamson and Wes Craven are often merged with one another. Yes, well done. Well done. Detective Wayne. I never realized his first name was Wayne. Wow. Wow. Not multiple of you doing that. Quinn is underrated. Love Liana since light as a feather. I have maybe seen her in something else. I can't remember though. I probably have. Wait. Is your cast? She's la la la. Where are you? What do I know her from? Oh, I think The Beach House 2019. I think that one is on Shudder, or it was on Shudder for a second, at least. Yeah, she was the lead in The Beach House. I remember thinking that one was all right. That one was all right. Had it like a really, the thing that sticks out to me the most is a really like skin crawly body horror moment. That one's worth a watch, from what I recall. She's the lead of that. That's what I know her from. Yeah. Am I gonna die a virgin? That is a very cringe line. They really played that one up with Ethan. Can't say I love that. Looks like you're down another brother. Ah, God, Sam going full tilt, like crazy diva. Love that in Scream 6, because she also like rubs off on Tara a little bit. Okay, my last question of the evening, background trivia question. Which horror film did Jenna Ortega and Samara Weaving star in together before Scream 6? This one is like cult classic. Kind of feel like we kind of talked about it at the time, but then never again since. These movies really fell off, which bums me out because they're a lot of fun. But what were they in together before this? Which actually was only, oh, nope, I'm not going to spoil it. Not going to spoil it. I was going to say, and it was only so many years before Scream 6. It's closer together than I realized, but I'm not going to give it away. Scream 6, yeah, their injuries almost take a John Wick tolerance level quality to me. It doesn't take away from it for me anymore because I have released that as an expectation. So now it's just like, that's just one of the funny things about Scream 6, like how, in Jason X, they're in space. It's like, that's just what it is about that one, Oh, she was Tiffany in Totally Killer. Oh. Man, a lot of people were in Totally Killer that popped up in other places that I haven't realized. I need to go back and rewatch that. Yeah, same. I don't know if anybody really liked those reveals. Definitely among the weakest of the franchise. The Babysitter Killer Queen. Yes, absolutely. Babysitter X. Oh, would have been fun if Samara Weaving was an X, but no, yeah, it was Babysitter Killer Queen. Killer Queen. Now, we don't need to pit two beautiful queens against one another. We don't need to do all that. All right. Yeah, Babysitter 2. That would be fun for us to watch the Babysitter movies together. Also, maybe like the Fear Street trilogy. Which no, wait, we've done that together, haven't we? We've already done that, haven't we? But to watch some like Netflix original horror movies together, that'd be fun because I feel like most people have Netflix, so they're accessible, and it's not like Tubi where there's ads. Where we'll be dealing with ads tomorrow night, I think. So, but it's okay because each of the movies are only like an hour and 10 minutes, so it'll be fine. And also, I'll be drinking during the whole thing. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Anywho, thanks for joining for another round of Scream trivia. I don't know what we're gonna do next. There are so many franchises that I want to cover in the next couple months alone. I'm like, we have a new scary movie coming out. We have a new Evil Dead coming out. So I guess I should probably prioritize those. But there is another Friday the 13th this year, and it's going to take us a long time to cover that franchise. So I'm like, oh, I got to get started on that. And also, I've really been wanting to rewatch the Child's Play franchise. So, there's much we have to do. Much we have to do. Oh, Adblocker works on Tubi. Well, I watched it on my TV and I'm not like tech savvy enough to figure out like I can't. Yes, open bar for next live stream. Drinks on me, everybody. I vote Evil Dead Friday the 13th. You know what? Good idea. I think I will probably put up an actual vote on it. So I've said that before, but now that we're actually done with Scream coverage for now, I do think that I need to actually put up a poll. So now I will stay true to my word. There'll be a vote because this is not always a dictatorship, believe it or not. Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a great rest of your night, and I hope that I see you tomorrow. Bye.